Well, I've been quite absent from YouTube and social media in general for a few months now, and there are a few reasons for that. One of the reasons is this. If I turn around, you can see the emptiness behind me, and you can probably hear the echo. This is the office of Internet Vision Technologies, as it was. So IVT is the software business that I started in a spare room at my mum's place 22, heading towards 23 years ago. And employed many people over that time, did a lot of interesting projects. And a few months ago, the business was sold to ASI, Advanced Solutions International, which was, until then, probably our biggest competitor in the association and non-profit software sector. So it's now 2 days before key handover. We're just about out of the office, as you can see. Some of the staff that have stayed on with ASI are working from their new city, well, from the city office, not their new office, it's new to us, and many are working from home. So ASI have a work from home policy, and the result is that this office is no longer required. And so, while I'm talking to you, I'm just going to go for a little bit of a walk through the office and show you a few things. So this is the office that we've inhabited for, I don't even know how long, maybe the last 11 years. Up until a few days ago, there were desks all through here, and up until a month or so ago, there were many people through here as well. So let's just have a little look through. Many of you wouldn't have actually seen the office, particularly if you only know me from SuperHouse on YouTube. So this is probably all new to you. This is the front door. Coming up from the street, comes up through here. This was our boardroom just here, and there was a sideboard there and a big boardroom table and chairs all around it. Very nice room actually, with views out to the Dandenongs. And as you can see, if you look at the sign right here, we are actually first floor above a bottle shop. So some people think that's very handy. I don't really drink, so I couldn't care less about that. All of this fit out that you can see, we put in. We spent a lot of money. I think it was about $80,000 doing the fit out through here, all the glass walls and things. So as you come up from the entrance, boardroom, then there is a little meeting room here, which we used to use for things like online training or meetings with clients if the boardroom was busy. Coming through, toilets, nothing too exciting in there, and into the main work area. So this is where I was when I started this video, and as you can see, nice views out all the way around. It's actually a really nice office space. I like this office. Unfortunately, it's about to go back on the market because we don't have any more use for it. And coming through here, this is the back area, so little kitchen, which is mostly stripped out. There's a whole bunch of rack mount machines, and just over here, a couple of the racks that were sitting in here. They were up against the wall. In recent years, pretty much everything we've been running is on Amazon, and prior to that we had racks of service at the Primus data center. But we did have a couple of racks here still, and you can see, oh, there's more rack mount servers over there. These were just for local development boxes and, you know, staging test environments, that sort of thing. So that's now all wrapped up. The table tennis table, which is pushed up against the wall. This whole room was chock-a-block full of stuff up until a few days ago. So that is the space where Internet Vision Technologies has been working from for the last few years. And this sale took place, I think, about 4 months ago, and then there's been a transition period during which some of the staff have continued working from this office. Up until about 2 weeks ago, there were people still working from here. Now it's all gone. In fact, the reason that I'm kind of hot and sweaty is right before starting this video, the removalists just left, and they just took a truckload of file boxes and computer monitors and various other things that are heading into the ASI office in the city. So the last couple of months, this has taken up a fair bit of time, and it's been a bit of a strange experience. I feel quite strange talking about it as well. over the last couple of months, I've gone through a whole bunch of different emotions about it. I know people say when you sell a business or you move on from something like this, there is always going to be a grieving process, and that there will be a period during which you go through all of the stages of grieving, even though it feels kind of strange for that to have taken place when it's just a business. It's not like anyone died or anything like that. But after more than 20 years of working within this business and putting so much time and effort and emotional investment into it, it's really hard when it goes, no matter what the circumstances are. Whether the circumstances are good or bad, it's still a loss emotionally. So I've been going through those sorts of things over the last few months, and so I've also had, probably unrelated to that, but just as a result of other things that have happened previously, over the last couple of months I've been having things like panic attacks, so heart racing and freaking out when the phone rings and that sort of thing. So it's been emotionally quite a difficult time, and there's also been a lot of stress involved and also illness. So right now I'm actually still feeling pretty crook. I've been sick for the last week or so, and both my wife and I and our kids have been sick off and on over the last couple of months, which is probably partly because of being exhausted and stressed, and therefore things getting to us when previously we would have shrugged them off. And the result is that for the last few months I really just haven't had time to do anything much with SuperHouse. So I apologise for that. It's been an interesting few months, but I am working on more videos. I've actually got videos that I started recording even before the sale happened. I've got videos that I began 5 or 6 months ago and just haven't finished yet. So I need to get the camera running again and finish off those videos, upload them, and there will be a whole lot more SuperHouse videos coming soon. So I hope you're hanging for that. Oh, and also one thing I've been thinking about is I want to start doing things for my viewers as well. So what I've been thinking is that probably at the end of at least some of the episodes, when I build a device, I might give it away. So I'll figure out some way to do that. What I might do is use Patreon to do that. So if you're a supporter on Patreon, then at the end of the video, when I show the device that I built in that episode, I'll pick one of the Patreon supporters and give it away. I haven't quite figured out the details yet. I'll work that out later. But if you've stuck with me this long, through this dry period of no videos for the last few months, hopefully you'll stick with me a bit longer, and there'll be more to come. And we'll see what the future brings. Thanks. See ya.